Hi submarine friends. Well, I'm back to work on the inside of my diesel submarine. So, what I've done is I've removed the original steel ballast tank, which was up about this high. So I wanted to reduce that height. So you see how I can just get in here easily now? You see, before my head hit here, the base of the conning tower. So now it's real easy to get in and out. So the way this works is, let me just get into position here. So under here, you can probably see the green bag. So that is right now it's about a 35-gallon ballast bag. It's actually a water storage bag. It's really tough. It's really well made. I'm really pleased with it. And like I said before, I've had it for ages. So the way it works is, I don't know if you can see it, but at the bottom, there's an 1.5 inch drain, and at the top is a filler spout. But what I'm going to do is, this is my water intake port right here. So there's a 1-inch ball valve here, and there will be a line that goes from here through the floor and down around to the drain, and there will be a T right there. And so the water can come in or out from that T. So then, this pump right here, which is a brand spanking new pump I bought, I used this before on the other tank. So what I'm going to do, I just plumb this side here into that T. So when I dive the submarine, I fill the forward and aft ballast tanks. And when they're full, then I start to fill the variable ballast tank inside. So then, as soon as the submarine submerges, I stop the water flow right here. The valve's missing. And then the submarine is neutral, and then I just drive the submarine to the bottom. So then when I'm on the bottom and I want to surface, I have options. One option, I can give a squirt of air into the forward or aft ballast tank, and up she goes. The other option is, I turn this pump on, and it takes me and it removes, say, 1 gallon of water. And I'm heading to the surface right away. I'm actually heading to the surface practically as soon as I turn the pump on, because any amount of water that leaves this tank, the submarine becomes lighter. So then, this guy here, now the submarine's backwards in the shop, so I'm not used to it now. But anyways, this pump gets turned on, water gets sent, I believe it's out this port. I don't think so, because anyways, there's a check valve on the port. I'm all backwards in here. So I don't even have to keep the valve closed. I can just leave it all the time, leave it open, and it could just be for shutting off if I have to. But with the check valve here, as soon as I turn on the pump, it just pumps water out, and I start surfacing. So then as soon as I'm at the surface, then I keep this pump running, and it completely evacuates the water out of that tank. And then I just turn on my I turn on my 12-volt air compressor, and I pump air into the forward and back ballast tanks, and then I don't have to use my reserve air. It takes a lot more energy to pump air up to 160 psi, when really I only need 5 psi or whatever to blow the ballast. So I just turn on the compressor, couple of minutes, and the submarine is fully surfaced, and then I use very little energy to do that. So this is a great system. I'm really happy with it. It's super simple, super economical, and now I've got a lot more headroom. I really like that. I'm really pleased about that. So this is actually the engine, not the engine compartment. The engine compartment is towards the camera. So this is now an open space where the engine used to sit. So this is all brand new free real estate for me to utilize. Which is really nice because I can put my compressor in here and whatever else I need. So that's going to be really nice. So that's what I'm working on right now. I cut these pieces this morning, and they need to be supported and fitted and reinforced and all the rest of that jazz. And then I can plumb in this pump. Once I get all that done, I definitely have to repaint in here because taking this all apart and messing around with it has really made it gross and dirty in here. And I always intended to paint it again, but I'm gonna have to do it for sure now because I got little burn marks from modifying and all the rest of it. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna get back to it. Ciao for now.